What's going on?
Peace to the gods, peace to the earths, and all of the
sir.
righteous families of the
sir.
planet. I'm here with one of my young brothers right here. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, brother? You know what I'm saying?
Pleasure.
Good to meet you. Good
nice
to meet you. You know.
It's a pleasure.
What's your name again, brother?
Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah, I was just sitting here building with Ryan. And you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas. Yes, sir.
H-Town.
Yeah.
A Houstonian.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? And how old are you, brother?
24.
24.
24 years young, yes, sir.
True indeed. Yeah, that was around the time when I had got knowledge of self. I was like 22, 23 years old, you know, about to turn 24.
Yeah.
But, you know, we were just talking about like the 5%ers and, you know, just their relation to hip hop music. And, you know, like I was telling, you know, mentioning to the brother, when I came up, it was around the era when it was that conscious element in the music.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like kids, when I was like 9, 8, 9, 10 years old, we was going around singing songs like, you know, self-destruction, you're headed for self-destruction, or, you know, just something positive in the music. Today, like how we was talking a little while ago, and, you know, the brother was like, you know, he was going to go home and get on social media and he'd be listening to, you know, some of the brothers talk about, you know, getting money and, you know, motivational speakers. I said, yo, that's good, because the average brother your age is not doing that. So definitely, bro, I definitely want to commend you on that.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? But just as far as rap music today, and I know you heard the situation about Tekashi 6ix9ine, and you know,
unfortunately.
Yeah, you know, them dudes is from my hood, you know, Flatbush, Brooklyn, you know, or Brooklyn,
You ever
New
heard
York.
of Flatbush Zombies?
Yeah, I heard of them before.
I like Flatbush.
Yeah. But you know, just the direction of the music and the consciousness, brother. What you think about that today? How you see it, you know, moving?
I feel like it's all a distraction. Personally, me, like I was telling you earlier, the eyes and the ears, you know, that's a gateway to the soul. So, you know, just feeding yourself with, violence and you know, gang banging and you know, stuff like that is just see, the way I see it is I'm trying to take families out of situations. So it's not like, you know, listening to that is just only gonna, you know, make me feel like, you know, I have to go sit there and sell dope or sell a pack, and it's not even about that at the end of the day. It's about, you know, just being a man of the house, holding down the household, and you know, just trying to keep inspiring, you know, like this Kiki and, you know, this Fifi and all this. That's not inspiring to me.
It plants that negative seed in your mind, basically.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
It does.
And that's really what, you know, like we were talking earlier, and I mentioned the 5%, you know, and the brother mentioned about the 1%, you know, and which is, you know, that shadow government, if you will, or some people say Illuminati, or you know, whatever you choose to call them. They do exist, you know what I'm saying? And their job is to feed the masses that lower frequency of entertainment, sports. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, we can watch sports, we can watch entertainment, and it can be on a level of where it's learning.
Yeah, of course.
You know, an individual could actually get something out of that, but there's also a lower frequency of music or sports and entertainment to where it's destroying people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not wholesome. It's not it's not teaching you nothing about yourself.
You see, it's crazy you say that, because like nowadays it's okay for kids to go get face tattoos and color their hair and, you know, this and that. You know, I mean, we're living in an era too where, you know, entrepreneurs are growing. You know, they're growing rapidly, and you know, these 9-to-5s, you know, they're starting to, you know, become, you know, in a sense extinct. But at the same time, like, you know, would you approach somebody, and it just depends on the person you are too, would you approach somebody with face tattoos and this and that, and you know, you grow out of phases, you know what I mean? You grow out of phases, so when you're old, you know, when you're 50 and stuff like that, you know, it's going to be hard for you to get back on your feet because you have a face tattoo or you have colored hair, or you know, your first appearance it means a lot to a lot of people. So you know,
and you never get a second chance to
make
a
exactly.
first impression.
And that's the crazy thing too, you know. And
somebody never taught a lot of these young brothers and sisters that, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, who get tattoos and stuff all in their face and all, you know.
And I just think, you know, this you know, this is my generation, you know, but I the way I feel is this generation isn't for me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was into the social medias, the world stars, and you know, Facebooks or whatever. But until I found the real truth through books and stuff like that, like that's what kept me grounded. That's what kept me drawn in, rather than, you know, let me go look on Instagram. If you got time to sit there and be on social media, and I'm not trying to sound like too cliche, like you got time to pick up a book and read it.
True indeed, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all about balance.
You got time to listen to an audio. You know what I mean? And I mean, who wouldn't want to listen or read something that's gonna be beneficial, or it's gonna inspire them? You know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day,
and it's food for thought. It's a lot. It feeds your mind and keeps your mind going.
True indeed, true indeed. That's the proper food, or the real spiritual food. You know what I'm saying? That I think, you know, a lot of the youth are not, you know, eating. You know what I'm saying? You know, as Jesus mentioned, the bread of life. You know, in the scriptures or whatever. You know, the bread of life is something that it's a teaching that it sustains your life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As food does physically, you know, for the body, you know, you need that mental and spiritual teaching to help sustain your life and, of course, your family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which, as 5%ers, we say that's your universe. Yeah. You know, and the black man or the God is the God within his universe. You know what I'm saying? As far as the teaching of, you know, the 5%, you know, I wanted to get on that real quick because you said your family came up Christian. In a Christian household, which I did too. And that was always one of the teachings, that God is not, you know, a human being. God is, you know, up in the sky or whatever, you know, within, you know what I'm saying? And you got some religions that'll say God is within, you know, but it's like the spooky teaching of, you know, ghosts and stuff like that has been on our people for so long. Sometimes that goes over our head. We miss that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the Bible gives a description of Jesus, and it says he was a man who had bronze skin. You know, like his hair was like, you know, like lamb's wool. You know, like that's naughty. That's not, you know, like a black person's hair.
Yeah, for real.
You know, it's not like, you know, like a Caucasian person. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, we see pictures of Jesus depicted as a Caucasian man. Yeah. You know, so like, what would you think on that? Like, how important do you think that spiritual teaching is to individuals to get to know the God within themselves?
I mean, I think it's important, you know, to necessarily like learn about yourself. But when you actually start to, you know, pray, and I'm not necessarily pray, because a lot of people get it mixed up. A lot of people pray because they're going through something. Right. You know, they're going through something, you know, tragic, or something happened, or, you know, and I'm not saying that's bad, and I'm not saying that's good. But before anything, you always got to give thanks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You always got to give thanks. You know, I wake up every day and I'm thank you, you know, because I know for sure the devil ain't want me to plant my 2 feet on the floor and just, you know, he's like, damn. Right. He's back at it again, you know, and
So here's a quick question, you know, if God is within you, right? Who are you giving thanks to?
Still God. I don't really give thanks to myself, but I'm
That's a good question.
It's a real good question. You know? It had me thinking, like, but I guess I would say spiritual form. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Cause like in a sense, I don't really at the same time, I don't really see God as like a human figure for me. It's more spirituality, I guess you could say. Like, you know, like, yeah, he is amongst us, but it's not like, okay, he's a human being walking. And, you know, I still have a lot of questions of religion myself. Right. But this is just like my little personal opinion.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, you know.
Yeah, we just dialogue. According to the scriptures, what does the scriptures refer to him as? Does it refer to him as a human being? Does it refer to him as a spirit, a ghost? Or does it, you know, according to the scriptures, you read the Bible? You understand the Bible?
No, I don't really read the Bible like that. Okay. I know my little here's and there's, but
Yeah.
And I haven't really.
That's something that's very important because according to the Bible and really the Holy Quran, you know, I don't care what religion you profess or whatever, God is always presented as a man.
Yeah.
And we know that a man is a human being.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The words are always used he.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? You know, like that's making reference to a man, a person, you know what I'm saying? An individual. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that's key is that, but you said something that kind of alluded when you said the spiritual God or whatever. I can kind of agree with you on that because there's 7 planes to existence. And this is the reason why it's the 5%ers. We rep the 7, you know what I'm saying? You know, but there's 7 astral planes. Yeah. There's 7 chakras within the human being. You know, in Sanskrit, you know, ancient, you know, Tibet and, you know, Indian stuff, they, you know, call it chakras or whatever. But these are wheels within the human being, but these are each levels of you. Yeah. From the ground chakras all the way on this earth, all the way up into the universe. Yeah. Because it just doesn't stop at the crown chakras. The crown opens up and it connects you now to the entire universe. Yeah. So the thing is, man is spiritual, but the spiritual God is still in the man. Yeah. In other words, matter, let's look at it scientifically. Energy and matter in this universe. But the two are not independent of each other. You can't separate energy from matter, nor could you separate matter from energy. The two are congruent. The two are, you know what I'm saying? They're one. You know one by the presence of the other. Yeah, yeah. In other words, if we didn't have matter, we wouldn't know about electricity. Yeah, you're right. When a light bulb blows out, you know, you got to replace it with another bulb. But until you replace it, that energy is inanimate. It's still there. It's there, but you don't know it exists now until you put in something that's physical, because energy is not physical, but you put something physical and now blim, you get the light. Yeah. So it's the same thing. We wouldn't know God if it wasn't for man, if it wasn't for human beings. Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? True. He writes his word, both Bible and Quran. Allah says that his word is, you know, is written. Yeah. And it's for us to read. He wants you to study. This is what prayer really means. Yeah. Study. It's the remembrance, because by studying, you're remembering the greatness of God. You're remembering his glory, his majesty. You know what I'm saying? If this makes sense. I'm just trying to connect what you were saying.
I'm still shook about the light bulb thing. It makes a lot of sense once you put it, you know, in that perspective.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is what we teach. You know, the Most High Elijah Muhammad said, you know, that God, we could never make him to be nothing else other than a human being. Yeah. You know, he's a man. He's a human. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But in that human being, we have different levels of, you know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned, the chakras, you know what I'm saying? That connects us to the oneness of the universe. So you can control the winds if you were connected to you can control the thunder. Yeah. You can control rain and hail and snow and earthquakes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This really comes from, you know, man.
Within inside, yeah.
Yeah, within inside. But again, this is where that 1% now, that Illuminati or that, you know, secret society, that secret organization, this is where they come into play, because their job is to keep the masses on a dumb level.
That's true.
Putting out World Star and putting out, and even though we know it was a black man that came out with World Star, at the end of the day, it was still foolishness, ignorance that he was still propagating.
But where is he at now?
I think he passed away or something like that recently.
Who's controlling it now? You get what I'm saying?
It's back in the hands of the beast, who it really belongs to. Yeah. And he's putting more filth and garbage out there for our children to watch.
And see, that's another thing too. Like it in a sense, I guess it's glorifying, like it's okay to be on World Star. It's a thing. Like you see fights nowadays. That's the first thing they're yelling is World Star.
World Star, yeah.
You know, and it's not like break the fight up.
No.
It's like record it.
Get your
You know what
camera
I mean?
out. Yeah.
And
catch the footage.
And I think that's where I have, you know, the issue with things like that. And you know, and
yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, man, it's a lot of stuff that, you know, definitely the youth, you know, need to really look at as far as like with the government and what the government is trying to do. This whole propaganda wheel that, you know, has been spinning on and on and on ever since our people were brought over here as slaves.
Yeah, for sure.
It was always a main thing, you know, in their agenda to keep the black man and woman or the original people of this earth on a dead level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Yep.
You know, always, you know. So, but yeah, man, yo, we definitely gonna get back together and build some more.
Oh yeah, we got to. We go to the same gym, so.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty
true
sure
indeed. True indeed. You know, I mostly be in the back, like I said, the pull-up bar, the dip bar.
I'm gonna go looking for you.
Hey, I'll be telling people all the time, I'm on prison time. In that sense, when I go to the gym, I'm on prison time because that's all I did when I was in federal prison. I did 5.5 years. I used to hit the pull-up bar, dip bar in the mornings. Bam, you know, get out on the track, hit the little running, you know what I mean, little jogging to keep the heart rate up and you know, power walking if I kind of want to burn off some food and, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing all of that in accordance with fasting, eating 1 meal a day as the messenger prescribed.
You know I heard that was pretty good too, fasting, but I never really got into it. See, me, I'm trying to bulk, so I'm protein shakes, not necessarily protein shakes, but like fruit shakes and
I do fruit shakes. Yeah, I do fruit shakes. You know, the queen, she likes veggie steaks, shakes or whatever, vegetable.
Veggie burgers.
But I like, and the burgers. But I do like the fruit, you know, and, you know, real good stuff. But yeah, if you're trying to bulk up though, you know, I don't know. Fasting's
not the good one. You drink, I think you got to drink water. That's the first thing you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Your breakfast is water.
Yeah.
It's about 11.
Really, it's good to drink water the first thing when you wake up in the morning. First 30 minutes of waking up, you want to drink some water, at least a glass. You don't got to drink a whole gallon, just a glass of water. And then prior to going to sleep at night, you drink a glass of water. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's real good for the body. You know what I'm saying? Your bowels, I mean, everything. Your system will be, you know, perfect. You know, or damn near perfect.
Keep that body alert. You got to keep that mind alert too, man.
Yeah, true indeed. But yo, man. Yo, this the God Day son, Brother Fahiym, with the young God again.
Ryan, yes, sir.
Brother Ryan, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we gonna come back. Matter of fact, next time we need to build on that, fasting. Sure. That's a good subject, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we gonna get back with y'all again, man. Yo, peace to the gods, peace to the earths, and all of the righteous families of the planet.
Yes, sir.
Peace.